Hey, World Entertainment, and of course Fantastic Four First Steps is on its way, and we've been seeing more and more about this movie and hearing more and more, and new trailers and whatnot have come out. And the one thing that has been abundantly clear is Sue Storm, so we seem to be very much front and centre. Well, in a new interview with Collider, the producer of Fantastic Four First Steps has 100% confirmed what we've pretty much known all along. Yes, Sue Storm is in fact the leader of this team. Now, that's no surprise. We've known that since they've announced this team because it's current day Marvel. But his argument for doing so is absolute nonsense and BS, and just shows you how out of touch these people truly are. So we'll have a look at a bit of this article here at that Park Place. If you want to see the full article, you can go ahead over there and have a look at it. But it really just shows you that as much as this ship is sinking, rather than them trying to, I don't know, get everybody on the lifeboats, get off the ship, or do what they can to stop it from sinking, they seem to be going, no, we need to drive it further into the water. So here's what it says. A producer on the Fantastic Four First Steps has made a bold claim about the team's leadership, and it's not Reed Richards wearing the crown. According to producer Grant Curtis, the upcoming Marvel Studios reboot will position Sue Storm as the true center and leader of the iconic superhero team.
This is quite a shock. On the other hand, it's not surprising in the least.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are that shocked. In a new interview with Collider, Curtis addressed Marvel's approach to the character this time around, suggesting a dramatic shift from previous iterations. Brace yourselves for this total gobbledygook that comes out of this dude. So he says, if you do go back through the comics, you realise that Sue Storm is arguably the leader of the Fantastic Four, because without Sue Storm, everything falls apart. He further added that while the film's aesthetic may nod to past versions, the story and character focus are intended to reflect, you've guessed it people, modern sensibilities. Saying, we had the desire to date aesthetically, but in terms of character and treatment, who should be front and centre? It's like, hey, let's tell the best story possible. And you decided we're going to have it set in the 60s, but we're going to reflect 2025? You kidding me? So get this part. Curtis did not directly bash earlier Fantastic Four films, such as the 05 and 07 entries that starred Jessica Alba, but Collider was quick to do it for him. The outlet framed those past portrayals as products of a more male-gazing era of filmmaking. The outlet criticised the original versions of Sue Storm for lacking depth and positioned the new film as a corrective step towards stronger female representation, as though that's something the MCU has been lacking. So it goes on down and it talks about Vanessa Kirby when she was talking about the character and all that good stuff, which again, you want to see the full article, it's over there at that Park Place. But the real question has to come into, why do they have to do this with these characters? Sue Storm is already an absolute beloved character, a strong character, and yes, a leader in her own rights. But the way they are portraying her now is to say that was never the case. Oh, people never accepted her, people never liked her, she was never that strong in these books and stuff like that. That's what they're basically trying to tell us. They're trying to change the outlook of what these comic books and these characters were by telling us this. And then you get the shills and even some of the so-called fan base jumping in that will claim this as well and say, oh, yous all just hate it because it's a woman in the lead instead of Reed Richards and blah, blah, blah. We don't even want Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards. You could have done so much better, but no, you went with him. But it's the fact that they're saying all of this crap, trying to make out that, oh, we never accepted her, we never liked her, we would never accept Sue Storm as the leader. Not today we won't, because You've been doing it for 5 years already. Pretty much gone on 6 years at this stage. And guess what? It's all failed. It's all failed. And yet you keep doing it. Why? You already have a beloved and strong female character in this group, and this thing that you're going to push her to be front and center because we wouldn't accept her otherwise, it makes no sense. It's so stupid and so 2024 at this stage, not even 2025. It's just like, what are you doing? Why do you keep doing this? And when it fails, what's going to happen? Oh, it's going to be sexism. Oh, you're just all sexist. You're misogynistic bigots. That's why this failed, because you wouldn't accept a woman as the leader of this team and stuff. And it's like, no, there's issues about doing it as well. One is the fact that she will be pregnant while doing it. And it's a dumb trope that they're doing now of pushing women in battle while pregnant. It was stupid in everything they've done it in, which includes Avatar. It doesn't matter that they were big blue aliens. It's the fact that it's retarded. Why would you do it? And now they're doing it again with this, but now they're making her front and center to say she's the powerful one, she's the leader of the group, she's this and she's that. By the way, I want someone to answer me this, because I've been confused about this. Vanessa Kirby is British, as is Joseph Quinn. Vanessa Kirby in the movie clearly has her British accent. Why does Joseph Quinn have an American accent in the movie when they are brother and sister? Answer me that. I need to know the answer to that question, because that's been annoying me every time I see these trailers. I'm like, hang on, why does he have an American accent and she doesn't, when they're both British actors and they're supposed to be playing Americans? Why does she still have her Brit? I don't know. It's weird. But again, you are taking a beloved character, a strong female character, but you are now treating her like she was never loved. She was never a strong character, at least in the eyes of, I don't know, the people who made the character popular in the first place, that being the fans. And you're trying to ram more of the MCU down our throat. Or, and credit goes to where credit is due, to X-Ray Girl from Nerdrotic, who coined the phrase, which I used for the thumbnail, the MC-Sue, because that's what this is at this stage. We'll have to wait and actually see what this movie does. By the way, for all the ticket sales that they've been claiming have been massive and all of this, and it crashed all the sites. It didn't crash any sites, by the way. That was all BS. But all these claims of it's sold out, it's done this, it's going to be the biggest movie of the year, blah, blah, blah. The numbers they've given for its opening weekend are only about $20 to $40 million less than what Superman is projected to open with. So yeah, why exactly are they screaming at the top of their lungs about this thing's going to be massive when the numbers currently are lower than Superman? Interesting one. We'll wait and see what happens. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.